Hello, guys. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Today, unlike yesterday, I have some tea. Today's tea. What did today's tea start? Today's tea started with. I want to say it started with last night. I feel like I didn't sleep super well, and then I got up. I had some coffee, and on my way to work, I was just listening to Kingdom Daughters live stream and just driving along. And then because it was just playing through the speakers, it was like in the background, I wasn't watching. On my way, I noticed there was a squirrel stuck on the freeway that couldn't climb over the barrier, and it seemed very confused and very scared of the cars. And I was wondering if maybe it was tired enough where I could pull over and catch it. But I don't know how safe that would be, like if it had some sort of disease or it somehow got hurt. And I know Japan has some pretty robust wildlife protection laws and stuff like that. So I didn't want to disturb it. And also I feel like I'm not the person to get it. And even if I did catch it, I didn't have anything to contain it in. So if I got it and I put it in my car and then it realized oh wait, I'm not tired anymore and started running around the car, that would be super dangerous. So I went maybe 2 kilometers up the road and there was a toll gate. And I told the guy, I tried telling him in Japanese first, but I don't 100% remember the word for squirrel in Japanese. I think I know what it is, but I'm still not sure I was saying the right word. And I was having a hard time explaining it. So I basically gave him a short story with Google Translate to explain to him that there was a very desperate squirrel sitting on the freeway trying to get out. Hi. And he said he was gonna tell somebody. So I don't know if they sent a rescue mission out to rescue the squirrel or not. I looked for the squirrel on my way home from work because I thought worst case scenario, if something bad happened to it, maybe it was hit and killed by a car, so at least I know that's what happened to it. But I didn't see anything, and I feel like that's good news. So I'm thinking either the squirrel figured out how to escape, or they sent animal control over to the part of the freeway where it was and shoot it out or caught it or whatever. So hopefully the squirrel made it. Today was super hot. I picked today to wear a light colored blazer over my work outfit, and I had to do something outside of the air conditioning for a little bit, and my whole blazer was all sweaty, and I was just starting to feel cranky. And someone told me that it's supposed to get even hotter next month, so maybe it's wishful thinking to think it's going to cool down soon. And then the other thing that happened today, besides the squirrel, is I was on my way home. And I've mentioned this area before. It's kind of an interesting talking point because there's literally an area where the police just sit and wait for people to pass by and pull them over. Well, today, I don't know why there's really bad traffic over there. It was very, very chaotic. There were so many people that were basically breaking the rules that the police, I guess, probably couldn't pull them all over. I don't know why, because usually it's not that busy over there. And somebody cut over this the street has a actually I don't know what it's called in other countries. In the US they call it the gore area, I think. But I don't know what you would call it, or if it's always called that. But there's an area that's in the center it's like in the center, like when like if the road is gonna split in two different directions, there's like a like maybe triangle shaped area that's got like slashes on it or like stripes on it, and you're not supposed to go in there unless you have an emergency or something. But you're not supposed to drive in there. And this car just drove straight across. I actually had to use my horn, which is very, very rare in Japan. But to let them know, like that they came very close to my car. It's so dangerous. Like I can see like wanting to change lanes, but like you're not supposed to like cross over like that center area because you definitely risk hurting yourself or somebody else. So that happened. And then the third thing that was crazy that happened today. The third thing is on my way home, like most of the way home, we have like these Seahawks here. And usually they're just known for chasing people around. Like if people have like snacks, like open food, they're known for stealing food from people. But yeah, there were some Seahawks in the street eating something. I have no idea what. And when I drove my car up, they jumped up and like half flew away. But one of them was like directly in front of my windshield. And I've never really seen them do that before. So those are my stories for the day. Uh-oh, hold on. It was a lot more eventful today than it was yesterday. Yesterday was very like chill. It felt kind of routine. I'm gonna put you guys up here because I feel like that's the safest spot. Yesterday felt a lot more routine. Tomorrow is probably going to be a little bit busy because I have to go to the hospital tomorrow. I've been waiting for a while for the appointment, and I feel like it's basically going to be an all day thing because like I had to call in advance and schedule like a translator because they're doing a whole bunch of tests. So all that to say, I'm not particularly looking forward to that. And I also feel bad taking a little bit bad taking leave like after like I just basically started at my job and I'm like already taking leave. But everyone was super nice about it, so hopefully it's not a huge problem. I just I need to make sure that I get this taken care of. I need to make some time for my health. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm really hungry today. I've been experimenting with different things that I can eat during the day, like at work, because I don't really like eating heavy when I'm at work. And today I was like, maybe I'll try like almonds or something. So I got this Japanese like healthy food brand, like almonds and like coconut. It's like a almond, walnut, and coconut mix. And it's supposed to be healthy, like a healthy snack. And I also got like these mango protein bars. So they're protein bars, but they kind of like taste like they have white chocolate icing on them and then like dried fruit inside of them. And to be completely honest, the taste is kind of like so for those. So I got two of those and I got like a plain almond and then like one that was like kind of more like the coconut and walnut. So it's kind of mixed. But to be honest, I didn't really like any of my snacks today. And I think that's part of why like I tend to get like the same snack over and over again. Because if I got the same snack over and over again, then I at least know what it's gonna taste like, even if I'm kind of bored with it. But today I ended up feeling kind of hungry, and then like the snacks that I had, I was just like, eh. They were okay. Should probably turn the heat down. I don't know where I put the spatula here. I'm gonna find it. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to make a veggie. Stories. I was just going down the list of the stories. So, on the way to work, there was a squirrel on the street that was stuck and like seemed like it could not get out of like the area, because like the Japanese roads, like they have like, it depends on where you're at, but part of the road near our house, like on the way to work, it has like a wall. What's up, Ronaldo? And I saw this poor squirrel that was stuck in there and it couldn't get out. And it was like running in front of the car like that. And then like it would like run and run and run. And then it would stop and look back and then see the car and then get scared and then start running again. So I felt really sorry for it. And to be honest, I thought about like pulling over and trying to like get the squirrel and put it in my car and then like let him go someplace like down the road where he can actually get into like the grass and trees, which I'm sure is where he was trying to go. But the squirrel was not that tired enough to let me handle him. And more importantly, I'm pretty sure that would be illegal because I don't think you're supposed to like handle wildlife here. I don't know. So, and I also had nothing to catch him with or contain him with. So I kept driving for a little bit, and then when I got to the toll area, which was like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 kilometers up the road, I'll say 1 kilometer up the road. It wasn't that far. Then I let the guys that work at the like toll gate know that there's like a squirrel on the street, and if they could come and like have somebody rescue him. So I don't know if the squirrel ended up being rescued or not. On the way home from work, I checked to see if like he had been hit by the car. I know it's kind of sad, but I just wanted to like see like if he had survived or not. And I didn't see anything, so I'm assuming or hoping that like either he figured out himself that he really wasn't stuck, he just had to keep going up the road, and then he could get back into like the trees and plants and stuff. Or they dispatched some sort of like animal control team and they put him in like a little net and then released him into the wild or something. I have no idea, but he wasn't there, so I was happy to see that he was not there by the time I came back home from work. And then what else happened? The area that I always tell you guys about, where the police just wait for people to break the rules, it was crowded today. So everybody was like getting away with causing trouble. Like nobody was following the traffic rules. somebody completely cut me off. I thought they were gonna definitely cause some trouble, but like I knew I wouldn't hit them because I saw them like a couple seconds before they cut me off. But they just cut in right in front of the police, so I thought the police were gonna get them. But I guess the police already had their hands full because the area was already busy, so they just got away with it. Which on a slow day would never ever happen. Because like that's the police favorite spot. And then on the way home from work, I saw some like Seahawks in the road eating something. And they didn't even fly up once my car got close. So like I had to slow down a couple feet away from them. And then like when they flew up, they were like right in front of my windshield, which was pretty cool. Although the people behind me did not seem impressed because they kind of had to like brake as well. And we all just kind of had to stop until they like moved out of the way because they wouldn't move at first. They're like kites. You guys have kites? They're like predatory birds, like eagles. Kind of like eagles. But the ones here in Japan, at least in this area, they're like a brown color. They're like a brown color and they're like very agile and they're known for stealing food. They will steal, especially meat. Like if you have like any, so I saw one with a steak, like an entire steak, which I have no idea how. First of all, how did it get the steak? And second of all, I didn't even know they ate steaks. I mean, I know they eat meat, but like a steak seems like outside their dietary norm. You would think they would eat fish or something, but yeah, they're predatory birds and they're very greedy. So if they see you with food, I mean, they have the food, the love of food like crows, but they're not crows. They're more like hawks or more like eagles. The crows here do some weird things. And like the ones here in this area are like kind of on the smaller side. But the ones in Okinawa were huge. I remember one time I was waiting for the bus and I saw one crow like dive bomb the other one, and both of the crows fell out of the air onto the ground. And they like you could hear like the sound of the wings and everything hitting the ground. And all the people that were waiting for the bus were like, whoa. But the crow got up, and the one that hit the ground hardest got up and flew away. And the other one, he knew they were gonna like hit the ground because he dived on, I guess, his enemy. But they lived to fly another day, so I guess crows are pretty resilient. Lately, I haven't seen them break into the trash here, but that's like something that they tend to do. I also have yet to catch a opportunity of a squirrel barking or growling, because the squirrels here make like these little barking, growling sounds that I'm trying to show you guys that, but like I haven't found one that's doing it long enough for me to like share it. And then the other animal that I wish I could share on the channel that is very elusive and hard to catch are the tanuki here. The like raccoon dogs. Like I saw 2 of them in the wild the other day, but like they're very shy of people and they just kind of like disappear like as soon as you see them. So they're very hard to catch. Japan actually has a lot of really interesting wildlife. My husband and I went to like a restaurant over last weekend, And when we came out of the restaurant, there was this giant beetle thing. And we were like, okay, it's fine. Like, it's just sitting on top of the car. Once we start driving, it's going to like fly away or like fall off. Tell me why it rode all the way home. Right. For veggies today, I'm making eggplant and turnip. I don't even know if eggplant and turnip is going to go well together, but I am very hungry today because today was kind of busy. And I was saying early in the stream, I got snacks to bring to work with me, but I really didn't enjoy my snacks. I don't know where I put my bag. I think I put my bag upstairs, but I tried getting some different stuff that I haven't really tried. So I got a protein bar that was mango flavored, and it had like a white chocolate thing. Random pink bottle. This needs to be sorted and put with the glass stuff, but it's like a vitamin shot, basically. So like this one, it says in Japanese, vitamin C. I don't know this one because it's kanji. Vitamin B1 and vitamin B6. But that tastes weird to me. Like it tastes like a fruit juice mix where like you put the wrong fruits together. Like you know how like pineapple coconut is a thing, or like strawberry banana is a thing, or like mixed berries is a thing, where it's like there's certain things that just go together, allegedly. I think that drink missed the memo. It's not super good. One time I heard a doctor say vitamins are a scam. All you need is folic acid. I have some folic acid here, but I haven't been taking it. But I don't know about like if vitamins are a scam, because I actually do take vitamins sometimes. And maybe they help. I don't know. It could be like a placebo thing where you think it's helping, so therefore you feel better. I'm not sure. But I think in a perfect scenario, you would eat healthy enough where like you would get, a lot of nutrition from your food. So even if you missed your vitamins that day, like you'd be good. I think that would be ideal. But I'm not a doctor, so. Actually, since you mentioned it, you said peach nectarine is a good flavor? That sounds good. It's like a soda or like do you like kombucha? I feel like that would be a good kombucha flavor. A lot of times, like at the convenience stores, you can find drinks that are like this size and it's like vitamins. Whenever I get a cold, I drink a ton of those. But like the vitamin C ones, they have one like vitamin C shots that like range from like 3,000 level to like 2,000s, I think. Vitamin water is what I get it from. Yeah, these are kind of like vitamin water. They have some Japanese vitamin water, but I don't have it. Be careful, guys. I don't have any Japanese vitamin water to show you guys right now. Maybe I'll have to get some later, or show you guys at a convenience store. Maybe if you look on the channel, I might have some videos where I have vitamin water, but I'm not totally sure. Because I feel like the Japanese vitamin water is Sophie, what's up? They don't have like regular, like the regular vitamin water. Why are we beeping? Maybe because I took the thing off. It's like a different brand of vitamin water that's popular here in Japan, and it's okay. But here they kind of have like some really interesting drinks. Like if you drank too much alcohol the day before and you don't feel good, it's chips. I get mine from an American candy store here. They also had Skittle juice. I am doing good. How about you? Right now I'm cooking and just sharing random stories of what happened today, and then just in general random stories. Because I'm very hungry today. I had some mediocre snacks today. I thought almonds would be a good snack, but for me, I don't like really roasted almonds, and like my almonds were very dry because they roasted them too long, in my opinion. And then this drink we were talking about, because like you can buy a whole bunch of different vitamin stuff here, and this is like a vitamin shot. You're not a fan of nuts? Oh my gosh. You know, I have gray hair already. Like I have gray hair. Like if I take my hair out of the oh my gosh. Guys. Well, I was gonna say I like nuts, okay? So now you guys made it so that saying that sounds like I mean something else. And guys. Oh man, I don't even want to talk about my snack anymore. Mm-mm. I might have some of the protein bar left. Let me turn the heat on low. Right. Right. You didn't intentionally stir the pot. It just got stirred all on its own. Mm-hmm. I don't believe it. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Let me see if I can find the protein bar for you guys. It's somewhere in my work bag. No, you guys stirred the pot. You guys are now feeding off of each other's troublemaking. And now I'm not even going to talk about my nut snack anymore because I feel like things are going to go in the wrong direction. And I almost fell downstairs. That would have been interesting. So anyways, oh my gosh. Guys, let's get back on track. This is my mango snack. And it's supposed to be, oh, you guys are about to fall again. It's supposed to be a mango protein bar, and it really looks like that. Like the texture is almost like rice cookies, rice Krispies, but like Quest bar Rice Krispies with fruit in them. It's kind of strange. And then these are These are like fiber snacks. And I think I'm going to eat this one now because I'm kind of hungry and dinner's not ready. And that way you guys can see it. I have electrolyte packs. They are filled with vitamins and everything. I like electrolyte packs. And like sometimes there's some that are like this size here where you can like drink it. They're pretty good. Weiss bars. I've never had those. I wonder if I can get them here. These are like fiber snacks. And the taste is like so-so. I forgot I had this in my bag. Otherwise, I would have eaten this instead of my other snack that I won't mention. And then the inside is like this like cream stuff, but it's basically blueberry flavor. It smells good. It looks pretty good. But I think what ruins it is a cracker. Because a cracker is like, yeah, it's a cracker. It's very hard, very dry. And the amount of cream in the middle is not enough to make up for how hard and dry the cracker is. But I would have taken this over my other snack. You were working out today? What did you do for your workout? I need some workout ideas because lately I've been just going to the gym and doing the elliptical because I know I can watch YouTube and be on the elliptical. But today was a rare occasion where I worked out my arms a little bit. Because usually when it comes to working out my arms, I'm very lazy. Squats, lunges, hip thrusts, hamstring curls on the couch with my dumbbells. That actually sounds like a good workout. The only thing I probably wouldn't do so much of myself lately is hamstring curls because I tend to have like really, really tight hamstrings to the point of like getting cramps and needing to stretch. So I would probably switch the hamstring curls for like something for my abductors and adductors because like my hips tend to be more weak. Stretching is good. Like I think it's good that you do it often. Especially if you can keep that as like a routine, like all your life. I think that would be super good. I think I was very lazy when I was younger with stretching because I felt like I don't need to stretch because I can just start exercising right away and not really feel a lot of consequences. But now I wish I had stretched more. My sandwich tastes like Play-Doh. That does not particularly sound yummy. Any idea why? I've noticed like sometimes food tastes like not the way you want it to if it associates with other food. Like if you like, I don't know, cut cherries or like not cherries, strawberries on like a cutting board after onions. Or like you left your, I don't know, pretzels in the fridge with meatloaf and the scents crossed over. It's nostalgic though. I used to eat Play-Doh. Guys, I did not used to eat a lot of weird things as a kid. The only two things that were super weird that I would eat as a kid was raw garlic. Okay. Go make your snack. Something good. I think I tried Play-Doh. To be fair, I'm pretty sure I tried it. But Play-Doh was not my favorite thing to eat. That I wasn't supposed to eat. Like my favorite not allowed thing to eat. My favorite not allowed thing to eat was garlic. Like I would take like a whole piece of garlic like that big, peel it open, and chew on it until it got like too spicy or something, and then I would leave it in the couch. I would leave it in the couch. I would hide it in the couch because I knew I wasn't supposed to be chewing on the garlic. And then the whole living room would stink. And like I would be like questioned by like my whole family as to where I hid the garlic, and I always forgot. And I think everyone just ended up following their noses to wherever I hid it. There used to be a picture of me when I was like maybe 5, sitting on, there's like a chair that I love to hide the garlic in, and I'm sitting there like, and I think it's because I had just hid some garlic. True story. Oh, and I also used to eat, I don't know if they still sell it because I haven't seen it in years, but I used to eat powdered milk. Like there used to be like this milk that like my mom would buy, and it was like granules of milk, and it was dried, and you just had to add water to it, and then you could like use it in cereal or whatever. But it was powdered. I think the whole point of that was like so it didn't go bad as fast. But I liked the taste of it, so I would eat that. And those are like the two weird things I would eat. Honestly, though, powdered milk sounds illegal. To be fair, I don't know how they make it. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what the health pros and cons are for it. And also, I know like different countries allow different things. So, like, I don't know if it would be allowed in Australia or like, do they still allow it in the US? I don't know. But I used to eat the powdered milk. I had a travel cereal pack that came with powdered. Was it good? And what kind of cereal? I do like cereal. But I haven't eaten cold cereal in a long time. That's actually now making me want powdered, not powdered milk, but cold cereal. That sounds really good right now. Like some chocolate rice crisp kind of cereal. Milo flavored cereal. It was good. You know what's great is that right now I have the comments turned on, so I think I can watch this back and then get the name, so I won't forget what the name of it is. But I don't think I've ever had Milo cereal before, so I'm interested to see how that would taste. It came with a plastic spoon, which is wild. We might have plastic spoons in here. Lots of things here in Japan come with plastic utensils. Like if Milo, not Milo, Milo. Okay. I don't have any plastic spoons, but I have some chopsticks. But if you buy ice cream and you you can order ice cream to go here in Japan, like from Baskin Robbins or something, and they'll give you dry ice to keep it cold on your way home. So they'll like pack dry ice with your ice cream and they'll give you plastic spoons. Australia banned a bunch of plastic things like straws, forks, and stuff. I could understand that. I'm sure there's other ways to like keep things wrapped or have a quick meal besides plastic. And like lately in Japan, and I don't know why this is going on, it's actually very concerning to me. But lately in Japan, at least in Kanagawa, I've been seeing like an increase of like trash on the street. And when I say trash on the street, it's like somebody was like, "Oh man, I'm not going to like take trash out to my like trash area today. I'm just gonna like leave it on the road and someone will pick it up." And I don't know who's doing it. I've never seen somebody actually do it. Or I would definitely report them. I'm sure there's ways to report them. Like my Japanese is not that good, but if I got their license plate and went to the local police station, I'm sure they would file a report. But I've never caught anybody doing it. I used to get this salad that came with a plastic fork, but now no fork. How can I eat it without the fork? Marketing flop. I like these. What they could do is they could do chopsticks and they could put them in paper. This one's in plastic. But some restaurants do like paper wrapped chopsticks, and I think that would work just as well. Unless the salad has like quinoa or something in there, because I feel like quinoa would be very difficult to eat with chopsticks. Do you guys have quinoa? Is that popular in Australia? I'm curious. I'm sure it's accessible, but I wonder how popular it is. You don't know what quinoa is? I mean, maybe it's not that popular. I feel like it's like a healthy health food lovers know quinoa. But it's become a little bit more trendy lately. Welcome back. We were just talking about snacks. Speaking of snacks, what kind of snack did you get? I'm curious. What did you end up making yourself or getting yourself? Oh, it feels so good to sit down after wearing heels all day. You said your friend eats it, but you're too basic for it. I think it could be an acquired taste though, because my husband doesn't really like it. So I don't think everybody likes quinoa, but I like it. Uh-oh. Hold on. I guess someone's at the door. Who can that be? Hold on. Zin zin. Guys, you still there? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. This is Japan. Sorry it took a little while. So, man, you guys are about to call the international police. You guys are so sweet. I'm okay. Okay. So, do you want me to tell you what just happened? Here is what just happened. So, this guy came to the door. He says he's not a salesman. Okay. This is because I can understand a little bit of what he's saying. But not like 100%. He basically said he's not a salesman, but his company is like a recycling company. So, do I have any old camera gear or old jewelry or old bags? And I'm like, I have an old camera because I don't use my Sony anymore. And I was gonna get that because he had cash on hand, so he was gonna like basically trade. And I was like, okay, let me run and get that real quick because like I don't want to keep everybody waiting. But I went to go look for it and I have no idea where I put it. So I'll have to go look for it. And so he was like, here's a list of all the things that like you can basically exchange with my company. And I was like, that actually would come in clutch because some of the stuff that we have around here, it's like it's just tricky to recycle it and it doesn't make sense to just throw it away. And we were just talking about plastic and stuff like that, you know, like it's good to recycle if you can, but it can be tricky here. So his company goes around buying like used old things. So I'm like, bet. So I'm like, it's gonna take a long time. Basically, the conversation was like, it's gonna take a long time to gather all of the like things because I don't even know where the camera is that I could give you. Is there a way I can contact you? So he gave me his business card so I can like contact his company whenever I get like a pile of stuff together, and then we can exchange. And he said he'll pay for it. Like they basically pay you to give them like your old recyclable stuff. But this is Japan, so I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble or anything like that. I really appreciate you guys. Not only did you wait for me, I didn't expect it to take that long, but you guys were ready to like go to bat for me. I'm okay. And I didn't even get to see what Sophie's snack was. Marsha, what's up? I just left the stream for a few minutes to go answer the door, and some sales, well, he's not sales, he basically is like a business representative for his company, but he said he's gonna like try and buy some old camera gear from me, which I think is super sweet because that means I don't have to go to the store and beg them to take it. So maybe I can find some stuff that he'll be interested in. And he said he's gonna pay for it, which is really dope because like here in Japan, like recycling stuff can sometimes be tricky. And I think some of that is because of the language barrier, because probably people here know like what's up. Curiosity question then. What's the emergency number in Japan? America has 911. Australia has 000. Here in Japan, I think you can still call 911 and you'll access like the American presence here. So you probably, if you dialed 911, you would probably end up reaching like a military base or like an embassy or something. You probably reach someone on that end. I don't remember what the emergency number is for Japan. Is it a good idea to post it on YouTube? If I post it on YouTube and then people call it and then like butt dial or whatever, and then it's not, they weren't supposed to, then I don't want people being like, oh, she somehow connected us. But I'll find a way. I'll look it up and I'll find an indirect way to share it, just in case like you're wondering. I feel like it's good information to know, not just because I went to the door and you guys didn't know where I was, but also because like if you guys like end up coming here to travel around, it will be helpful to know like what to do in case of an emergency. A while ago, this was like, I want to say last summer, there was an emergency and I had like a moment of just like, what do I do? Yeah. I think maybe part of the reason why I'm so nonchalant is because like in general, people like in this area where I'm at, like I roughly know all my neighbors around my house. So if I started screaming for help, first of all, my cats and my husband got my back. Second of all, the neighbors would be like, what's going on at their house? Like, you know, at least they would call, you know, for sure. So I think it gives a sense of confidence to some degree. But yeah, I'll look it up and I'll find a way to share it, but like somewhat discreetly. So I won't just straight up post a number. I'll post like some sort of link or something. Just because I know we had this conversation, but the troublemakers won't go through the trouble of like following a link anywhere or whatever. You know what I mean? So that said, oh yeah, and the other thing is, I was going to tell you guys, the other day I had an emergency situation here in Japan because I went to go and get like lunch from the convenience store one time, and like there's an elderly man and he just started to pass out. I don't know like why he passed out. Maybe it was just too hot for him, but like he started to faint, and there's like a, you know how like the streets have like these little like poles on them, so like, you know, the kids that have motorcycles and bicycles can't do tricks all the way down the sidewalk. It kind of like breaks up the flow of the sidewalk, and it also serves as a barrier for cars, so like cars that are pulling over on the side of the road don't pull all the way up onto the sidewalk. So there's these barrier things here, and the man, he was about to pass out and hit his head on the barrier. So I caught him. So he's like an elderly person. So he was not really heavy or anything, but he was like half conscious, and I was holding him. And I, at the time, like I was like, I cannot even remember the word for help. I know the word for I need help, for let me help you or something. I wasn't able to say it correctly, but I basically was able to like say it enough where like people realized like I was in trouble. And so a couple people came over, like two ladies came over, and they went inside the convenience store to go get the people that worked there. And then this Japanese guy came over and he like helped me hold the man. And then the man started coming back to like consciousness. And he got like kind of embarrassed. He's like, I'm okay, I'm fine. Like he didn't want like the fuss or anything, but it was definitely scary. So I think your nephew stated it's 9110 or 00 or 110. I think 110 sounds familiar. I think that might be the one that they're using these days. Or 7119. He just stated unless it's changed since 2016 whilst he was there, but double check for any new updates. You guys don't have any barriers like that? I'll have to show you some pictures of them because they're not like big old barriers, but they're just like little metal segment things along the sidewalk. I mean, I think immediately when it happened, it wasn't something I was thinking about. I think the first thing I thought was like he's gonna hit his head on the barrier thing, and I didn't want him to hit his head. And also, to be fair, I know CPR and I know the Heimlich maneuver, and I've done some medical training. I'm not a doctor. Like, you know, One Piece and Chopper, he's like, I need a doctor. We need a doctor. Wait. I'm not a doctor though, for real. But I have done a little bit of first aid training, just a tiny bit, which I think makes me feel a little bit more calm in emergency situations sometimes. We have a raise between road and sidewalk, but made not wearing helmets illegal, so we're all good. That was something I was shocked about in Thailand, how people were just like riding around on mopeds and motorcycles with no helmets on. I was culture shocked by that, to be completely honest. My first aid training is TikTok. There's an American kid. I saw this on the news a couple of years ago. There's an American kid that watched Bondi Rescue and used the first aid training that he saw on the show to rescue somebody. So knowledge is power. Glad you saw the elder feature to render assistance. You're a superstar. I think I really hope any person in that situation would have gone to grab him. But I think like here you definitely kind of have to worry about the heat. Like during the summertime, like even today, like I felt like I was gonna pass out from the heat. And like I was wearing a blazer to work. I took it off when I got out of work, but my blazer was sweat through and stuff. And I was so cranky. And I know it's because like I lost a lot of electrolytes from sweating. And the heat here is crazy. So you definitely got to be careful. And honestly, like, and I already know like you are like a really big believer in this, Marsha, but like honestly, I just think it's important to try and look out for other people because you never know like what somebody else's situation is. And if you at least try to help, you know, as much as you can, I think like that's the best that you can do, you know? And like some people won't do that. So like at least trying to help is like ideal. Coconut water. That's something else I want. Coconut water. Coconut water and cold cereal. I would love to have some coconut water right now. I don't even think I have cold water. My husband has this in here though. He always drinks these. These are like Gatorade, but they're called Pocari Sweat. I think the name is strange, but they're basically like electrolytes. I don't know why that was difficult to say. An old lady made me walk to the other end of the store and back to get her cord, and then she didn't buy it. I would be annoyed. I'd be like, ma'am, do you think that I just walk around here for fun? Like, you could at least try and buy it. It's not a bottle of sweat from who. I think the marketing idea is supposed to be like it's gives you recovery when you do sweat, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't read as cool as it does like in Japanese. Like I think some companies, and I don't know for sure. This is just my speculation, but I think some companies in Japan pick like English wording to like give it like a unique or like edgy feel. And I think that might be what's happening there. But I've seen some like t-shirts and stuff like that that's just like absolutely wild here. Where it's like, hold on. Like I'll have to. I wish I could take pictures. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make like a note on my phone, and I'm just gonna start writing down the crazy quotes that I see on t-shirts and hats and clothes here, because I've seen like some really wild English phrases and expressions here, which I think is so interesting. That's what I'm saying. You saw and discerned that elder needed help. Yeah, I think him acting like he was gonna pass out was scary in the moment. But once they like the people came out of the store, the people that were working in the 7-Eleven or whatever, Lawson's, came out, and then they got him inside the store. They got him to a chair. They got him some water. He was kind of like embarrassed by everybody fussing over him, but I know that he was safe in the end of the day, so I'm happy about that. Those electrolyte water does help, but it is never as good as natural coconut water. I think you're right. I really think you're right. I could definitely go for a coconut water right now. My brother orders a lot of very not appropriate t-shirts off Temu. I feel like when I was a teenager, I used to wear like a lot of like obnoxious t-shirts. Like I used to have a t-shirt as a teenager that said "Make like a tree and leave me alone." Okay, you know? It was a phase. I know people are like, "Oh, it's not a phase." It was a phase. Maybe a fun phase, but it was a phase. Japan is marketing mecca of emojis, ideas, and all things on shirts and gadgets. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start making a list of like phrases that I see on t-shirts and stuff, because some of them are like absolutely unhinged. I can't even remember all of them, but like there's been a couple times when I'm on a train or something and I see somebody's t-shirt or like hat and I'm like, maybe whoever created it didn't know what it meant. You know? Like you just kind of wonder. But yeah, I'll have to find some quotes. Like something like a list or something, and make a list for you guys. But I think I'm gonna sign off. Don't be too mad at me. I am very hungry. I am hot, and not in a good way. I'm hot like literally, not figuratively or whatever. Because like today was a long day and I ended up sweating through my blazer, so I feel kind of grody. So I really want a shower. That's what I want. You said no. Or if you ask the person wearing it, ask if you can take a picture of the t-shirt. That's a good idea. People here tend to be a little bit shy of like being in front of the camera sometimes, but I feel like if someone's like purposely wearing a somewhat edgy t-shirt, they might be a good person to ask. So maybe I'll try and do that. That's actually a good idea, Marsha. I'm gonna try. It was a good live stream. It helped my mood. Aww. That makes me happy. There's one last thing that I will end on. Okay, there's one last thing I'll end on because we talked about this last time, and I was saying that I was trying to get into the Cruel Prince, and I was just like struggling in the beginning. So I've gotten all the way to the point where Jude is like in some sort of like contest, and she's like fighting in like some sort of like sparring match with like wooden swords, and she gets beat up, and then she tells Cardan that like he can basically kick rocks with no socks. She's not gonna be bullied by him anymore, and if she is, she's gonna like bully him back to the best of her ability, even though like he's been like taking advantage of her because he has more power or whatever. So that's where I got to, and the writing is like easier to follow now, but I still don't like that Cardan is being such a bully. And I know that that's like the way that the story is set up. It's supposed to be like a story where like the character is really mean and then I guess realizes like they can do better and they change. But I really don't like bullies, y'all. So Cardan is insufferable right now. So that is where I'm at. No worries. Go relax and cool off. A nice and cold shower will balance the mood and then relax for a bit, and you could tackle any other to-do task. Sounds like a plan. I'm going to do that. It was really nice to talk to you guys. I hope everyone has a good night, morning, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. And it was very good to talk to everybody. He has a little novella too, Cardan, to help with why he's bullied thing. Okay. Nice. Can you post on the community what it's called? Maybe I'll check that out. But the bullying is like insufferable. I'm like, boy, you should not be bullying others. Like, let me fix you up a little bit. But if he has a backstory, that might help. All right, for real, I'm going. I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.